Hey everybody, welcome back to the Peebs channel. Today I've got something special for you guys. If you've taken a look at random parts of my room, either in videos or in streams or whatever,
It's just a bunch of rubbish packets.
you might notice that I have a knack for collecting things, especially video game or Nintendo related stuff. Maybe you've noticed that? I don't know. Well, the past couple years I picked up a new collecting hobby, collecting boxed video games, but specifically Japanese boxed video games. And as I've been slowly adding games to my collection, I'm starting to realize that the Japanese box art for Nintendo games is almost always way better than the US ones. Probably the most notorious one being the Mega Man box art for the NES. What the heck is wrong with this Mega Man? He's not even holding the gun right! Why didn't they just do this?
I don't understand!
That's when you put in the box art for Mega Man, Toasty. I don't know if you needed a cue for that.
I don't understand!
God, man, the box art for Mega Man in Japan actually is super good. Well, in this video, I'm gonna do a little bit of comparing the box art for certain games, specifically some of my favorite games that I have collected here. And I'm gonna go over them from worst to best, or more specifically, the worst Japanese box art in comparison to the US one, to the most improved ones. Does that make sense? I think it does. And let's start!
Like the video and subscribe.
Alright, let's start with the worst. Well, I say worst. I don't really mean it in a negative connotation, but Animal Crossing. The reason I start with Animal Crossing is not because this box art is bad by any means. I mean, it's certainly charming and nice. I like it. It's just that, I don't know, I kind of have a fondness for the original US box art. I mean, I really like the sky, the blue sky with the clouds. If you look close at my thumbnails on my YouTube channels, I have like 80% of my videos and the background is a sky with clouds. Yeah, I really like that aesthetic, alright? I also like that the Animal Crossing, the US one, which has like some random villagers in it. I feel like they do that with every, at least US Animal Crossing game. I like to see which Animal Crossing villagers show up. Plus, I mean, they've got Mitzi on there. They got Mitzi. That is Mitzi, right? I'm pretty sure it is. She's so small. But yeah, this one is not bad though by any means, but I do prefer this. I do like, I do actually like the back of the Japanese one a little bit more. I like the boy girl showing up in the top corners here. I like the colors and the green background a lot. But the one in the US version is not really that bad either. I really want to know what KK Slider is saying. He's saying eerie miri. Well, I have no idea what he's saying. However, it is a nice life. So that's good to know. Family, friends, all of them are in the 5th class. What? All right, let's move on to the next one that I have. Harvest Moon for the Game Boy. Unfortunately, I don't have the box art for this one, or actually a lot of these, so we'll use some images instead. I put this one low here because it's basically the exact same as the English one. It has almost the exact same image, except, it has this, like, grass background, which I do think that I like. I know I said I like the skies. I'm a real big fan of the sky.
It's the sky.
But it's so dark in the background of the English one, so I like the bright blue sky, all right? So I'll take this sort of grass background here. Even though the front is basically the same, I do like the back of the box a little bit more for the Japanese one. The English one has the 2 characters, which is nice, but I don't know, it just doesn't look that great. Also, I'm a sucker for this sort of like white background with colors on it that they do a lot in these Japanese games. Even though most of this is like just disclaimer text, I still like the way this one looks a lot. Holy crap! This Harvest Moon Game Boy Color box on eBay is selling for $1,500? That can't be what they're all selling for. That's absurd. I'm not trying to give away my secrets, but this is one more reason to collect the Japanese boxes, because they're like nowhere even close to as expensive as the English ones for some reason. And they look better. Sheesh. All right, next I've got Donkey Kong.
December.
Where's my picture? Toasty, where'd you put my picture? There it is. Okay, this is another one where it actually is fairly similar. I mean, they have this sort of VHS-looking Super Nintendo boxes on the Japanese versions of the game. But other than that, it pretty much looks the same as the English one on the front. You got Diddy Kong on top of Donkey Kong. He's carrying him on his back, so that's cute. But yeah, it's basically the same.
Is he though?
The back, though, of the Japanese one is a lot better. On the English one, you kind of just have, like, this sort of leaves in the background with some screenshots or whatever. But the back of the Japanese one, you get this nice picture of Donkey, and you have the Kremlins, different Kremlin enemies. I don't know, it just looks a little bit better. Nothing crazy compared to some of the ones that we have coming up. But the back 100% looks better. Overall, I do really like the way this box looks. I actually got this one at a thrift store. I got this one out in the wild, so I really like this one. That's always a nice find. All right, up next I have one of my all-time favorite games, Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town. So another Harvest Moon game. If you are familiar with my videos, you probably know that I'm a fan of the series. This box though, even though it looks super good, I don't know why like the Japanese versions are more like rectangular a lot of the times, and the English versions are usually a little bit more square shaped. Realistically though, it's exactly the same as the English version, at least on the front, just different shapes. But there's more! Specifically on the backside, which is my favorite side. The backside on the English version is it's not bad. A couple screenshots, a bunch of the villagers, and a bunch of text. And I mean, they do have Anne on there, who is, in my old age, in my wisdom, I have grown to appreciate Anne as the best of the bachelorettes in the game. So, shout out to my Anne fans out there. It's the overalls. It's the overalls. But the back of the Japanese version is much better, in my opinion. Again, it has this sort of like white, which I really like, but it also is sort of like clouds in the top, so it's kind of like cloud, sky, and white. Two things I'm confirmed to have liked in this video combined into one. Holy crap. I like the art better. It's got some cute pictures of your character and the harvest sprites, turnips, and you know, this guy's watering stuff, so that's really cute. But by far my favorite part about it is this corn. He's got a smile. The corn is smiling. He's alive. He's a live corn.
What's up, mother sucker?
I like that. I'm still gonna eat him, but, you know, at least he's cute while I look at him while I eat him. Oh, the tomato has a smile too? Holy crap, I only just now noticed that. It's even better. Yeah, realistically though, now that I'm thinking about it, I do think I kind of misordered this. This one's almost exactly the same as the US box art. I think I should have put it lower. My bad. Okay, we're starting to get into the territory where I think the improvements are much more noticeable. Up next, Super Mario RPG. Really, really great game. Holds the test of time, by the way. Still probably one of, if not my favorite RPG. I really, really love this game. The box art for the English version, certainly not bad. It's got the sword, I forget his name in the background. It's Smithy. So that looks pretty cool. You got the character arts, but they're missing the two best characters in the game on the front for some reason, aka Gino and Mallow. Like, where are they? They're on this version of the Japanese version. Also, I really love this just pure white with the colorful stuff on it. I love that. They always seem to be doing that, or, well, it was in the past. They always seemed to be doing that in the Japanese box arts for these old games. But also, the back is so much better. That's a theme for some of these ones coming up in the back. The art in the back of the US one, I mean, there's like nothing. It's just black, a bunch of text, and some screen caps. Probably actually the worst back box art for any of these games. Laziness. And this one costs like a billion times more than this one. What is up with this? I don't understand this video game market. Of course, I can't play this one, so I'd have to get a Japanese Super Nintendo. I'm just realizing this is actually useless. But at least it looks cool. The back of the box for this one. Oh my god, look at that. That is freaking sick. He looks so intimidating there in the back. I freaking love it. Recently on the channel, we did a video where I went over the Zelda Game & Watch. That was a fun video. Maybe I'll link it to it at the end here. But in that video, I sort of remembered as I was recording it, these old Game & Watch gallery games that me and my brother used to play a lot on the car, like when we were going on trips around the holidays, so around this time of year. And as I was watching the video back after Toasty edited it, I started feeling super nostalgic for these Game & Watch gallery games. So I went and bought the Japanese box art for the original one. I actually got the second one too, but the second one's taking forever to come. I didn't want to wait for it for this video. The improvement to me on this one is huge. The US version one has just like sort of a split screen, 4 different images of the games. I mean, it's not terrible with the Game & Watch Gallery logo in the middle. I don't know, but this one is just so much better. You got Mario, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi just jumping out the screen. Yoshi's gonna lick your face. Mario's gonna touch you?
But it's me, Mario.
Yeah, tell it to the judge.
I guess. Bowser's gonna punch you in the face. They're just popping out. They're popping out at you. And you got all these freaking sparkles. It's like a game show. And it's a game gallery game show. But also, the back is super good. Again, the back of the US one's super boring. Just some screenshots and text. But this one, you got Peach. Look at that freaking Peach. She's holding the Game Boy. Yeah, night and day difference there. And I mean, Peach is handing you a Game Boy. She's gifting it to you. Also, the back is sort of like pink, along with Peach. I love it when they have this pink look to it. Super good. All right, up next we have one of my most popular videos that I've ever done. Hey, You Pikachu. I actually think the English version box art for this is almost kind of ugly. It's got this like red thing with the N64 add-on, and Pikachu actually is about to freaking punch you in the face. It's just so violent. Sheesh, Pikachu, calm down. He's actually kind of predicting the future, like how you're gonna feel when you're looking at him while playing this freaking game. So yeah, the front of this one is so much cleaner. You got skies. I'm a humongous fan of skies. But it just sort of looks really clean. You got Pikachu in the center there instead of like off kind of in the corner. Just looks way more aesthetically pleasing. But once again, the back of the box, so much better on the Japanese version. The English one, you just gotta like, I don't know, got a Pikachu background sort of faded in the back and some screenshots, some text. This one, of course you got the same screenshots you usually get. But the screenshots on this one are so much better. Look at this freaking Pikachu staring at you. I don't know why, I just really love that picture. And then you also got this giant Pikachu. I don't know why he's like, you're like getting his ass side, but you know, he's freaking huge, especially in comparison to the 3 OG starters there. Just overall looks so much more aesthetically pleasing. And again, it has a lot of this sort of white on the sides too. Really like this one. The game though, I'll pass on the game. Thank you, Hey You Pikachu, for the gabillion views on my other YouTube channel, though. I do appreciate that, Pikachu. So thank you for at least doing something for me. All right, next we have Super Smash Brothers, the US version. Another one that, you know, I don't really like it. It's like, okay, I guess. It just is kind of a mess. It reminds me of like when I'm working on a thumbnail for a YouTube video and I'm just adding way too many things onto the thumbnail and all of a sudden it's like, you zoom out and you're just like, what even is this? There's nothing, like what am I looking at here?
What am I looking at here exactly?
There's no one like individual thing that kind of draws your attention. I do love though, Star Fox just punching the crap out of Samus and it just has the like old Batman biff. This one on the Japanese version though, looks super cool and I love that they kind of make it look like a comic book. They stick with the comic book text there, but you know, it just looks a lot better because it actually does look like a comic book. And it shows each individual character and they've got their name kind of faded into the background. They all have got their own little section. The back looks a whole lot better too. The English version, it has kind of Mario in the background, but mostly just sort of screenshots and text. This one has some cool art here of all the major characters. I don't know why Link looks so skinny though. Look at his arm. I mean, I shouldn't be like talking, but you know. It's like if like one of my Link cosplays in videos and like he just showed up and ran out of the screen. It's like Shaggy with a sword in his hand. One thing I will say though, of the screenshots that they picked, this one right here, it's really not that great of a screenshot. It's like the start of the game when no one has even started moving yet. Whereas if you compare it to one of the ones from the English version, like Donkey Kong's about to smack the crap out of Samus, who's about to shoot his head off with a laser beam. I don't know, it just seems like a lot more enticing of a picture than Mario, Donkey Kong, Samus, and Fox just kind of like standing there. Are we gonna start fighting soon? In third place, I have The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. The English version of almost like every Zelda game, they have this sort of long-running golden theme. In theory, it's kind of cool. Like, oh, the Zelda games, they're golden. Or at least most of the time, they have this sort of golden theme to them. But it also kind of ruins a little bit of the uniqueness of each game, I think. Like, what about Wind Waker? Screams dark gold. I literally can't think of anything in the game that is gold. And the back isn't really that great either. There's nothing on the back that's particularly great. Also, it says, an evil wind is rising. The wind isn't evil. The wind is good.
I disagree.
The wind helps you go to places in the game. It's actually not bad. Did you even play it? Did you even play Wind Waker for the GameCube? Whereas the Japanese version, oh, you know what Wind Waker has in it? Blue. And it's got blue on the box. Look at that. This one looks so good. Plus the background actually looks super solid too. It almost has this like holographic look to it. Like you get like a holographic Pokemon. The logo looks super good too. This nice image of Link. And the back also looks super cool too. And you got the most important character in the game, Grandma. Some grandma representation. Holy crap. It's about time. Just look at that. Can we just take a second to just look at this? This is better than this. All right, the gameless colors, do it some justice, please. That's all I'm asking for. Okay. I didn't mean to do this. Well, it's kind of half-assed, but I did my my Toad. Okay. Because we are moving on to Mario Party 2. Okay. The US version isn't too bad, but this one, I mean, just look at this. Just look at that. It's pink. Just look at that. It looks so good. I don't know why it's pink, but I really, really love that it is. I also love that it has each level sort of like floating as little clouds in the background. I love that touch. And to top it off, the background looks a lot better too. The US version one kind of sucks, honestly. But this one, look at that. It looks like a freaking party's happening here. This is somewhere I want to be. This English version? No, I don't want to go there. I want to go here. This is, when I got this, I think for Christmas, I want to say. No, wait, I got that one for Christmas. I got the next one for Christmas, actually. When I bought this one for myself, I was really happy. Doesn't sound as good when I say it like that. The next one, which is the one I got for Christmas, I think. Mario Party 1. This one's pretty similar to the last one, but, you know, this sort of, oh, it's upside down. This white background, it just makes everything on here pop so much. And the other one has much more of a focus on Mario, which, you know, understandably so. But, you know, I like that everyone has sort of, like, equal representation on the thumbnail here. And it's just overall a lot better colors. But the back, oh, man, the back. Look at the back of this freaking box. Look at that Peach's birthday cake in the background. It looks so good. I like that they picked the worst map, but it was smart because Peach's birthday cake, albeit the worst map in that game, probably. It's been a while since I played all of them. Aesthetically, it's by far the best looking one. So smart choice there. And the last one. This one is just so much better. Oh, it kills me. In fact, I never even really noticed how much better the Japanese one was until I started picking them up and ordering them for this video. Oh my god. Majora's Mask. Again, this is my all-time favorite game. I just did 2 Zelda month videos for it on PBG, but I mean, just look at that. This box is really not that great, is it? All the stuff in Majora's Mask that they had to work with, and I mean, they just sort of like put the mask on there and then it's like effect in the background. Like, I don't know. It just seems so lazy. Contrast it with the Japanese version where you have Link there, you still got the mask, you got the fairy.
What the hell is this?
You got this sort of like creepy green clock town in the background. This box looks super good. And I do think the back looks a lot better too. This one's a little bit boring, whereas this one still has the text in the screenshots, but it has like Link next to the skull kid there. I just think overall it looks better, but it's mostly the front. Look at how much better this looks at this. That's nuts. This one is the collector's edition though. It is not in good shape though. Can I sell this for a lot of money if it has like tape on it? No. I really enjoy collecting these Japanese game boxes. So if you guys enjoy this, let me know and I'll gladly collect more, do a second one of these videos. Let me know, hit the like button, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.